Federation adopted us readily and recognized our holy mission.
Ah, that's right. I was doing the Hyperion quest. That's where we were at. So, let's see here. Make connections. No, we want 5 of 8. Okay, so the Hyperion is almost here. We don't need guidance anymore. So there's that. Let's see here. Bright ideas. How are you looking? You're not where I want you to be, but it is what it is. Alright, and you're making your way to the shipyard to sell. The Odysseus is going to be a sellout. We're going to sell off most of its gear. It's just going to be a shell, which is great for what we're going to use it for. Which is piracy. After we get the Hyperion, we're going to go, let's see here. Not you. You. That's going to be our next quest. Because I want that geometric owl.
Technology and scientific understanding have progressed considerably since we cocooned.
Yes, that's what happens when you lock yourself away. Six of 8. Bright ideas. Send it more money. Confirm. Wait. Oh, frick, I did it again. I did it the wrong direction. Right. Oh, no. That was Odysseus selling out. Yes. So now everybody has their money. Except all estimates. Alright, now speaking of the Odysseus. How much to get some Marines? The ship is already being modified, so we have to wait for that to finish. Aren't you done already? I mean, I got paid out. Alright, we'll come back to it, I guess. Oh, there's the Hyperion. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this.
I knew I could count on you.
Mission interrupted. New mission
Oh,
activated.
we're not going to have time to do that, so oh well. I didn't realize it was a time mission. Alright, and then Hyperion is docking.
Greetings, Myrna Ray, historian of the Argon Federation.
Sir,
We have come to respect you for your empathy and understanding more than we thought possible hitherto. We will abstain from calling you Two Eyes henceforth and wish to extend our gratitude.
I'm grateful, Olmanket Slat. Relations between our peoples haven't always been easy, even though Paranid doctrine calls for empathy towards what it deems inferior species. It may be a small solace for you to know that, while the Paranid Empire experienced a dramatic setback after the creation
Interesting.
of the
I'm not
Alliance
even
of the
moving my
Word,
mouse.
your people and mine have become
And yet,
somewhat closer.
Myrna Ray, your words give us both solace and sorrow at once. Sorrow that the days of old are gone and will never return. Solace because the dawn of a
Yep,
new
there
day
it goes,
will be
moving
upon us
my head.
after all. Our search for truth, for communion and purpose, has already begun. We bid our farewell unto you.
Goodbye.
little close there. Alright.
Greetings. The design of the ship you call Hyperion was so ahead of its time that a decision has been made to put a modernized version into mass production. You may expect to find the frame available for sale at the shipyard, the blueprints at our faction representative, and Hyperion-class ships traversing the void of space. One of those new Hyperion ships will be your reward. However, we do have another request for you. During the decades that the Hyperion's AGI core commanded the ship, its neural pathways ingrained themselves deeply into the vessel systems, and now resist extraction. We would greatly appreciate your assistance in retrieving certain items that speed up the process of extraction immensely. As a sign of our gratitude, you will be rewarded the original Hyperion. We will uplink the item list to your onboard computer and will await their speedy arrival.
Alrighty. This way.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Oh, they even gave me a pilot. And an extra ship, apparently. Alright, we'll send you home. And Hyperion will also say lie in wait. What is your loadout?
Can I help? Goodbye. Something out here.
ACS, Vanguard.
Whoops. Ships interface. Ship information. Flight software 1. Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's see how fast this guy can go. And flak cannons? Is that right? Mortar. Blast mortar, to be specific. Military weapons.
Entering
That's
system.
decent
Unholy
damage.
Retribution.
Not very good range, though.
Entering system. IS mists.
This is the one I want because surface elements. And it can shoot through the shield.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim. Entering system. Holy vision.
No one, like... We're offering up the money.
Entering system. True sight.
At least the Claytronics are coming through, but we need someone to sell the rest.
Entering system. Second contact.
I mean, we're making steady money at least. That's a lot of... Alright. Oh, that's right. I wanted to go you, and upgrade. Marines. Fill up on Marines. Yes. Done. And then when you're done
Entering
there,
system. The void.
fly back to here. In fact, Hyperion. How many Marines? Ooh, I don't think I can afford that many. Nope. And shopping list. Confirm. Yeah, Hyperion can definitely hold more. The two of them together should hold enough to do some stuff.
Unknown object.
Oh, welcome. You must be the new assistant. Let us put you right to work, huh? Take note of the locational information I'm about to transmit to you. My other assistant, your colleague of sorts going forward, is currently
testing a new alloy composition with magnetic shielding, which should protect her from the hazardous zone she is currently in. However, she seems to be having trouble with other onboard systems and has not yet been able to escape the caustic cloud. Apparently, the radiation messes with the navigation systems. Otherwise, she could have simply left at any point. Do not worry, her supplies are quite sufficient to hold out for quite some time. If she complied with her task instructions, she should have left navigational beacons around the hazardous zones before conducting this experiment. Locate them and find out what frequencies she's monitoring in order to establish a contact.
A rescue mission. I can barely contain my excitement. We should hurry to save the research findings and the assistant from their unfortunate position.
Alright. One thing I think we're going to need for this one,
BCS
upgrade,
Vanguard.
is let's grab some nav beacons. That's going to be a negative balance, so let's edit it. We'll sell one advanced satellite, so we'll make some profit. And then we'll tell you to fly here. Yes, okay. Alright, so no one's bringing you stuff. Not the...
Entering system. Second contact.
Yeah, once that guy hits there, I'll be able to buy more. How much cargo space does the Hyperion have? 7,000? Yeah, much more.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Dock and wait. Selling? Yeah, that's gonna make us money. Need of supplies. Alright. Industrial up. Alright. Well, that might also help. Wait. Higher built. Okay, there we go. Alright. So we're getting those nav beacons, should also get some money back.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Talk trade. Buy energy cells. Don't think we need that many. Now watch, I'm wrong. And come here. Transfer.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Yep, I was wrong. We did need that many. But come to here. So that's hull parts. Alright, Hyperion. I believe there's hull parts right here. No, let's see here. No, it was here.
Entering system. Second contact.
Alright. People aren't seeing that I want those parts. We'll let it run, and again, if by the time we're done with this one, we'll just send the we'll take the budget and send the Hyperion to do all the trading.
Entering system. The void.
Can the Hyperion be set to do auto trade? Alright, I don't have any more pilot seminars.
Use your long-range scan to locate the nav beacons, but be careful to stay clear of the hazardous region, eh?
Awaiting orders. Unknown object.
It seems your colleague was exceptionally cautious, and I advise you to be the same. She installed protective measures to deter meddling Terrans and other criminals. As long as you appear non-threatening, no harm should befall either your mechanical or your biological vessel. If you lack nav beacons, you'd better pick some up. We'll need them later to establish a link to your colleague.
Already did it.
Unknown object. Nav beacon. Baldric.
Terran Protectorate. Okay.
Nav beacon.
Alright.
Sunder. Gas. Unknown. Friend. Foam. Unknown object. Friend. Laser. Nav. Unknown object.
There we go.
Laser tower. Mark 1.
Appear non-threatening, I said. Oh, it cannot be helped. Deal with the countermeasures invasively or violently as you see fit. Don't bill a Sagarian contactee for the equipment cost.
Friend foam mine. Ejecting.
Ah! I'm gonna actually reload that because I find that one was lame. I was trying to shoot it and it was not shooting. I need to figure out, like, what's the button, I can't remember, that locates the nearest hostile to you? That's a solid question. Oh, don't know if it's ever been fixed, but it was a bug that targeting the closest enemy is bugged. Okay.
ECS. Vanguard.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Now this was before we sent the Hyperion, so let's be smart this time. Go. $13. Wait. 724.
Docking permission granted.
So 2300.
Entering system. Second contact.
And 4,200 for that. Okay. I definitely do not have enough for all the hull parts, but
Entering system. The Void.
$724. And come over here and give it the rest. Alright.
Autopilot. Disengage. Autopilot. Engaged. Empty space.
Use your long-range scan to locate the nav beacons, but be careful to stay clear of the hazardous region.
Awaiting orders.
Where's the flash? There's the flash.
Pulsar. Unknown object. Nav beacon.
It seems your colleague was exceptionally cautious, and I advise you to be the same. She installed protective measures to deter meddling Terrans and other criminals. As long as you appear non-threatening, no harm should befall either your mechanical or your biological vessel. If you lack nav beacons, you'd better pick some up. We'll need them later to establish a link to your colleague.
Laser Tower Mark 1. Laser Tower Mark 2. Nav beacon.
We're not threatening, I said.
unknown object. Unknown laser tower Mark II. Laser tower Mark II. Laser tower Mark II.
Okay, why can't I,
Ejecting.
why wasn't it locking onto them? Alright, let's go back. Like, why wasn't my scanner picking them up? I don't know. I feel confused. Especially when they're hostile, it should have been like, hey, this is hostile. It's coming towards you. And I don't know why the autosave doesn't properly just... Oh, I think this takes me to the explosion. So let's see. I think I need to just come back with a better ship, because why these cannons do good damage, they have horrible range and tracking. Yeah, I should just get the Mako over here. So when we load in, we'll change ships.
ACS Vanguard.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Hmm.
I'll wait for you to tell me to take off.
Alright, we're gonna need nav beacons, so let's just grab 5 of those. Theseus, we're gonna actually just have you go and dock.
We would like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
Oh, that's me, not my ship. Okay. What do you have in here?
Please remember to return your depleted energy cells to the recycling compound.
Alright, here comes the Mako. Actually, I'm being an idiot.
We would like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
You're gonna need 18 more Claytronics.
Awaiting orders.
18 of those, and boom. That will get you making energy cells.
Mako. Autopilot engaged.
There, Mako's modern life. Alright. There's going to be picking up Marines. Oh, yeah. You're going to be busy for a while. In fact, on the concept of picking up Marines, I know it'd be easier just to
Entering
edit.
system. Second contact.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait anyway.
Entering system. The Void.
Alright, we're not there yet. Alright. That's for a gas miner. How much for just a mineral miner? 200. Okay. Yep, we're not quite there yet either.
Use your long-range scan to locate the nav beacons, but be careful to stay clear of the hazardous region, eh? It seems your colleague was exceptionally cautious, and I advise you to be the same. She installed protective measures to deter meddling Terrans and other criminals. As long as you appear non-threatening, no harm should befall either your mechanical or your biological vessel. If you lack nav beacons, you'd better pick some up. We'll need them later to establish a link to your colleague.
Laser Tower Mark II.
Oh, it's just because I don't have the proper. That might be an issue. Let's see here. Ship information. No, it has the scanners and everything.
Laser Tower Mark I. Nav beacon. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Laser Tower Mark II. Laser Tower Mark I. Laser Tower Mark II.
What are the weapons on this guy? Ion Gatling and phase cannon. Range of 3.2. I don't know why it's doing that. Behavior.
Laser Tower Mark 1.
I want to see something. Evening! Question about the game. Is it PvE only? Yes. Sorry, trying to find a rather niche game. Oh, totally. In fact, I'm going to be honest, I love niche games. I play Stationeers, which is a very niche game. This apparently is a very niche game, which a lot of people are sad that it's not more popular. But yes, it is only PvE. It is not multiplayer, which is a little sad at some point. Do you know the game that no longer exists called Dreadnought? I've heard of it, but it's just, I know of it. It's a world of warships in space. That is an aspect of this game. Let's see here. Because I have the Hyperion, which let's go to its live view. This is an attack ship. I use it to destroy stations. So there's the Xenon, which are bad guys, and the Cock, which are bad guys. And I've used it to take out Cock space stations. So this guy is definitely a anti-station vessel. It's very good at it, because you can stay at a distance and just bombard it. I am doing this quest line to get a fighter that I like that is really good at taking out capital ships in a way. Its advantage is it can strip the surface elements off of a ship very easily, but it can't really damage the hull very well. So, but that's what I like, is I'll go through, strip the surface elements, and then bring in my troop transports and board the ship and take it over. But in this game, you on top of building an economy, you can build shipyards and wharfs to build your own fleet of vessels to do space warfare if you want it. So, like, the two aspects of this game is it's a simulated economy, so you can get rich. I mean, there's a reason why it's total value in ships and total value in station is two of its net worth things, because most people either build a shit ton of ships or a shit ton of station or somewhere in between. I'm looking for a starship game where you pilot a single ship and do everything from it, and it's a third-person shooter or first-person, either way. Like Mech Warrior. Okay. Well, this one you don't pilot a single ship. You can pilot a single ship if that is your fancy. Or you can command a fleet and jump between the ships and use whichever one you like. Most of the time when I play, I stay in my geometric owl, strip the surface elements, and just give commands from all the other ships to do their thing. So, in theory, you could just pick a ship, do everything from that ship, no problem. Like, I can come into here, issue commands. Some people, once they get to a certain point, they build a space station and sit on the space station and just issue commands from the space station. I've tried to do that. I can't. I like to have the hands-on. And most of my hands-on is getting in my ship, stripping the surface elements off the capital ship, and then going, all right, I've taken out your engines. I've taken off your ability to defend yourself. Now bring in my my Marines to board. Why are you not seeing the mines? You should be seeing the mines. No, let's pause it. I want to see if it's a matter of I don't have the proper. Might not quite be what I'm thinking then. Thank you. Oh yeah, I mean, I totally understand looking for a niche, and it's like, that's not what I'm looking for. That's totally fair. Upgrade, and let's go down to sensor package. Yeah, he's got all the good sensors. Like Tech Warrior, you have different mechs, but you only and that is totally fair. It's being single player and multiplayer that I can take or leave. Yeah, I've learned as I've gotten older. I find I just enjoy cooperative play rather than competitive. Yeah, World of Warships has a lot, at least from what I can see, of cooperative play. They have PvE ops at tier 6. That's not bad. Home and end. Okay. In case you wanted to try a shoot. I do apologize. It's quite late and I need to sleep. Thank you for helping me. Oh, no problem. No problem. I mean, I play in what I call my insomnia hours.
Nav beacon, unknown object, friend, laser,
There we go.
Unknown object, laser, friend, foe mine.
Now that's quite far away.
Unknown object, laser, laser tower, nav beacon. Laser tower, unknown, friend, foe mine.
That's the group I'm
Unknown
looking
object,
for.
laser tower, nav beacon, laser, nav
Oh, that's the
beacon.
group I came from. So that's the group I was
Laser
messing
tower,
with. I just
Mark II.
let myself drift.
Friend, foe mine.
Why are you zooming down when I click?
unknown object. Unknown nav friend foe nav friend foe mine. Unknown object. Unknown object. Okino friend foe mine. Mercury. Sentinel.
There's one more friend foe mine.
Friend foe mine.
Come on. Come on. There we go.
Laser tower Mark 1.
Let's back it up. I'm half wondering if I should have done this with the Hyperion. Come on, 2% more. There we go.
Laser tower Mark 2.
Okay, yep, we should be safe.
Nav beacon.
There we go.
Appear non-threatening, I said. Oh, it cannot be helped. Deal with the countermeasures evasively or violently as you see fit. I will bill our Sigarian contactee for the equipment cost.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Empty space.
Ah, that's the issue.
Nav beacon.
Oops. It has been a while since I played this game, and I am a bit rusty. Poor Creative, last I heard it, they lost power, and it's not an easy fix. Alright.
Laser Tower Mark II. Nav beacon. Unknown nav unknown laser tower nav laser friend unknown nav beacon.
Very well. We know now what frequency she is looking for to find her way out. You should send her some calibrated nav beacons to use as fixed points to navigate her way out of her misery. Push a nav beacon into the hazardous area so that your colleague can receive the signal. Be aware that your nav beacons will probably suffer corrosion themselves, so it might take a few attempts.
Autopilot engaged. Danger. Hazardous region detected. Target acquired. Hull damage. Autopilot.
What the heck? Give me control of the ship!
Engage. Autopilot. Oh, critical. Ejecting.
I don't know why it wasn't letting me get control of the ship. Womp womp womp. Hey, Casey Strange. Good to see you again. It was just frustrating because I'm like, give me control of the ship. Okay, I should have control of the ship. Move. Move. Why can't I move the ship? Was I pushing the wrong buttons? Probably. Select an object on the map and press T to select it. Oh! Ooh, that was literally what I was trying to look up earlier and couldn't find. So hopefully that will help us.
Theseus, Vanguard.
Really?
The ship will
I'm
be
pretty
undocking
sure it auto-saved. Let's go back to the main menu and try just looking at the load. Because I'm like, that's not the last auto-save. Alright, it's saying 2121. Go load. Okay, apparently it was the last autosave. I could have sworn it autosaved after all that, but I guess this time I should save it after I do all the scans and do the hard stuff. Before moving forward, just save it. I don't know why the mines are giving me such difficulties tonight. Normally I have no problem clearing mines, but for some reason I don't know whether it's just my brain or if the game's messing with me. It's not behaving like I'm accustomed to. I'm used to the mines popping up on the computer display like at 3 kilometers as an unknown object, and then you can see that it's a mine at 2 kilometers.
Theseus,
But
Vanguard.
yeah, I'm not sure why it's behaving the way it is. Okay.
I'll wait for you to tell me to take off.
Alright. So let's go back to this guy, go into building plans, pull the budget out, because nobody's trading with you. Do.
We would like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic
Wait a minute.
500 credit fine. Come on. They need to have complete amount, so that way you just have a quick button to transfer Please remember to return your depleted energy cells to the recycling compound.
Alright. So we gotta upgrade the ship with 5 nav beacons. Add to shopping list. Confirm. Save that, so that way if anything does happen, we don't have to waste time setting this all back up again. Okay. You are set to fly and wait. No, you're not going to fly and wait. You're going to fly and dock with that ship. Cough, save scum, cough. Yeah. I normally don't save scum on this game, but how do I say it? I'm a little rusty and I'm giving myself a bit of grace for that.
On the station are sold without warranties. So, I've talked with my buddy Creative and we finally have a schedule down, because that's been part of the issue is we'll just start and it gets a little out of hand and we'll play one game for like 10 days straight and then and it's like, I want to play X4, I want to play Breath of the Wild, I want to play Aska. And in order to do that, I kind of need to have a schedule, otherwise I'll get consumed by one game and never touch the other games that I want to touch. So, let's see here. What was the schedule I came up with? So yeah, Thursday nights are going to be X4. Friday's going to be Breath of the Wild. Saturday evening's going to be Aska. Sunday, like, I have it slated as Subnautica from 7 to 9, but it's probably going to change after this week because we have one stream left of Subnautica. Do not wave at the station's security cameras. Distracted operators lead to undetected crime.
We just have to build the Neptune and get off the planet. We were supposed to do that this Sunday, but Father's Day, she wasn't available. So we're going to try to do it this Sunday. And when we're done with that game, we're going to be moving to Breath's Edge. And this is actually one of the interesting parts is I actually have not only the list of games I want to play, it's like with my niece, we do it every Sunday, 7 to 9. We have Subnautica, and then we have Breath's Edge, and then Outer Wilds. And then it's depending on how long that takes, if Subnautica 2 isn't out yet, or if Breath's Edge 2 isn't out yet, then we do the Below Zero Subnautica. Or if the Subnautica 2 is out, then it will be my niece, my nephew, and myself playing Subnautica 2. And then Project Zomboid Sunday nights after I'm done with my niece. But that will be like, basically, I finish up with my niece and then move to Project Zomboid. Twitch didn't let me say that. I tried going, hey, at 9:30, and it goes, you already have a time slot at that. I go, no, I stop at 9. But so I had to tell it 9 or 10 o'clock just so that way it could post it. It was weird.
The restaurant is now
But yeah, it is a nice problem to have.
Before departing the station.
We're having some medical tests done, and why it can be a bit concerning, it's like, look, I am busy from 7 a.m. till midnight, 1 o'clock, or later. I'm clearly not sick. So we're hoping it's just an anomaly in the blood work. Alright, what's going on with Mako? Oh, and it even was before I changed the name of the ships. You never finished Subnautica. I was down to like or you're down at a kilometer down. I had a feeling it was all repeating itself. The reality is, and like we even joked about it, because when I was doing Subnautica, my first playthrough, I got to where I got to the Lost River, and in a way, I kind of felt that same issue, but not in a bad way. I'm like, all right, let's set up a base in the Lost River, so that way I don't have to keep going all the way to the surface.
Warning. Explosive material.
And I spent several hours building a base in the Lost River, so that way I would have a resupply point. Well, turns out once you get, at least the way I play it, once I got to the Lost River, I maybe had 2 hours left in the game and never had to go back anyway. Because as soon as I was done with that, I'm like, all right, now let's go. And then I find the cyanide, and then I was able to get down deeper, and oh, look, there's the Empress, and oh, now I'm done with the game. Oh, so if I hadn't taken the time to build the base in the Lost River, I could have been done sooner. The fun part is I got my niece and nephew hooked on Subnautica about 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. We went down around Christmas time, and I bought the Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero Switch combo pack, because my nephew had just gotten a Switch. And I go, look, while I'm handing this to you, it's a gift for both of you. And they both played, and they both got hooked. My nephew more than my niece. But my niece definitely got hooked. So it's like, all right, this is a good game to play. I even gave her the option of, do you want me to play standard Subnautica, or do you want me to play modded Subnautica? And she goes, why I am very tempted to say modded Subnautica, I want to see you play the original. And I turned it into kind of an exercise for her, because she's really bad at navigating.
Would like to thank you for buying their
So I made it where, all right, I will play, but you're the navigator. And if you watch the first few streams, it's comedy gold watching her try to navigate. If you watch the last stream, she actually did a very good job navigating. And I have to give her the credit there. All right.
Mako.
Can I help? Goodbye.
But I could see where you thought it was getting repetitive. And it depends on your play style.
Engaged.
If you're able to just push through, it actually goes really quickly. And it isn't necessarily repetitive. Yes, absolutely. Wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Not having a map is what, like, and this is, some people think that's what made the game what it was. Personally, I want a map. It would have been far more enjoyable. I wouldn't have gotten don't get me wrong. the beauty of the game. I'm constantly getting lost, not because I don't have a map, but because I get so sidetracked.
System.
Going,
Seeking
ooh, this is
contact.
pretty, and I just end up going for a stroll in the game, and then I'm like, oh crap, that's right, I was supposed to be doing something. Where was I, and how do I get back to where I was going, and where do I need to be? Yes, both of these statements are true.
Enemy spotted.
Like, if the game was more... there was more to the game,
Entering system.
I would have had fun with
The
my
void.
niece. And we would have set up 3 beacons at a known distance to each other. And be like, alright, we're going to do GPS. All those buoys had to be placed. With my niece, we only ended up using like 2 or 3 beacons. And I think it was 2. We placed a 3rd because the second one bugged and actually got consumed by the Cyclops. Like, somehow it ended up in the Cyclops. But I've always thought it would be interesting to actually teach her how to actually do proper submarine navigation. And be like, alright, we have the 3 beacons, and now we're going to do it where you actually have to do trig, do the whole GPS on the beacons to know where we're at, and you're going to navigate me with the lights off.
Autopilot. Disengage. Unknown object. Nav beacon.
So the first nav beacon is a safe
Seems
one.
your colleague was exceptionally cautious.
Yeah.
And I advise you to be the same. She installed protective measures to deter meddling Terrans and other criminals. As long as you appear non-threatening, no harm should befall either your mechanical or your biological.
Alright,
vessel.
let's try this,
If you
because...
lack nav beacons, you'd better pick some up. We'll need them later to establish a link to your colleague.
Nav beacon.
Alright, that actually worked. More of a bender than a brain. No. Yeah, to be honest, telemetry's not my favorite thing, which is probably why I didn't actually go through with this.
Unknown object.
And as for Breath Edge, I actually know the only thing I know about the game is that there's an immortal chicken and it's in space. But I think it would be fun for my niece and I to do that game.
Unknown object.
There we go. The one reason it caught my attention is because I play Stationeers, and before a particular update, chickens were immortal, and it caused a problem. Known as the chicken apocalypse, because the chickens would keep breeding. They would keep laying eggs, and those eggs would hatch, and then you'd have more chickens, and well, it was game breaking because
Unknown
you couldn't
object.
kill the chickens. So when I read Space Adventure with Immortal Chicken, I'm like, yep, we're gonna do this one, and I have purposely not researched it any further
So my niece and I will both be going into it completely blind. I don't know why, but I rage quit Breath's Edge and gave it a 0 on my game list. AKA don't touch. Well, that may be what happens. I don't know. I've heard good things about the game. But I've purposely done it in a non-spoilerly research sort of thing.
Laser Tower Mark 1.
Oh, I want to back up a bit because we are too close. Alright, let's shut off this control stick so we can mark as hostile. Yes.
Laser Tower
Mark as
Mark
hostile. Yes. Mark as hostile. Yes. And for this, I think that's funny. So I was literally just going to go, and for the sake of things, let's save it so if we get into some bad things, we're covered. Okay, I feel a little bit better. Today, my wife reminded me that we both forgot a friend's birthday. And so I messaged him right there going, dude, I had it written down for your birthday.
Laser Tower
But
Mark
this
Laser
week's just
Tower
been so
Mark
crazy. The last 2 days just went poof. And he just messaged me, he goes, look, it's been so crazy at work. I'm even like, does it feel like my birthday? We'll do birthday things next week. It's like, okay, if the birthday boy's like, nah, even my birthday snuck up on me, I don't feel so bad. Oh, that would be a problem. I've been floating towards it. There we go, hit the brakes. Let those... I don't know why I can't talk today. Let those shields recharge. I am so looking forward to getting the Geometric Owl. It does such a better job at these type of tasks.
Laser Tower Mark 1. Unknown object. Laser Tower Mark Laser Tower Mark 1.
Birthdays after 20 are kind of useless. Yeah!
Laser Tower Mark 2.
Or like, I was talking to a coworker about a similar concept, but in a different way. Where like, they were talking about getting something for their spouse for their birthday, and I'm like, nah, I don't actually worry about that. I remember my spouse throughout the entire year to the point that if I don't get her anything on her birthday or for Christmas, she's like, oh, don't worry about it. You take care of me through the rest of the year. And when I mentioned this to my spouse, she's even like, yeah, I'm still trying to get over the fact that you bought me a Secret Lab gaming chair. That was last year that we did that. And she's still like, yeah, no, I'm still processing that you got me a Secret Labs chair. And then I paid for her Switch 2.
Which I'm kind of hurting now that I did that, where it's like, come on, extra money, come in. Because, like, right after I did that, my extra source of income said, sorry. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah, that extra income you were relying on. Sorry, you're not getting it this month. Ah.
Appear non-threatening, I said. Oh, it cannot be helped. Deal with the countermeasures evasively or violently as you see fit.
I already did.
Sagarian contactee for the equipment cost.
But yeah, to be honest, even my birthday, it's like, I made it around the sun another day, another time. Whoopee. All right. All right. Let's find the next one.
Unknown object.
That does not appear to be a nav beacon, because it is. There's the nav beacon. The universe has some dirty tricks. Yep. I think this one doesn't get hostile on me. We are now friendly. Oh, okay. That's nice.
Laser friend foe. Laser nav friend. Laser friend. Laser unknown object. Nav laser wreck. Laser nav unknown object. Nav beacon.
Open your... Oh. I'm in the middle of a mission, thank you very much. I'm not going to stop just to accept a party to tell me that I've made it to a higher rank.
Very well. We know now what frequency she is looking for to find her way out. Very well. We know now what frequency she is looking for to find her way out. You should send her some calibrated nav beacons to use as fixed points to navigate her way out of her misery. Push a nav beacon into the hazardous area so that your colleague can receive the signal. Be aware that your nav beacons will probably suffer corrosion themselves, so it might take a few attempts.
Pick up speed, deploy nav beacon.
Target acquired.
I heard target acquired. But I'm not seeing anything, so... Oh, there we go.
This experiment was a thorough success. Ah, Galloway composition protected the systems inside from any damage. The minor navigational issues should not pose a problem once you join my assistant as pilot. Well, once you're ready, leave your ship somewhere safe and join my other assistant. The two of you will make a great expedition team.
Mako. Rhea. Hull damage. Docking dinner hull damage. Hull damage. Hull damage. Hull damage. Docking granted. Welcome, pilot number 3.
Very good. It appears you two are ready for the next field test.
Affirmative.
Take note of the locational information I'm about to transmit to you. This ship, you see, was built for an archaeological expedition. It will survive the radiation inside the Taurus wreckage. Additionally, the systems inside are built to interface with the old Terran hardware and software. The modified Mark 7 computational unit will be able to extract the terraforming data that our mutual researcher friend is yearning for. Be warned that the Terrans might not be too keen on us, rummaging through their forgotten garbage pile. I purchased a forged ship ID, which will allow you two to reach the Taurus wreckage without questions being asked. If you can avoid patrols, that is. You can download the forged ID at a station and deploy it directly to your ship. My business partner, you see, was very eager for anonymity.
Autopilot disengaged. Docking granted.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Oh, it's a data leak.
Known criminal identified.
Docking aborted. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate. Autopilot disengaged.
Good, good. Now you two should pass as Terran Agricultural Police, or whatever But do not get complacent. You will still need to avoid Terran military patrols. The larger ships, in particular, are equipped to recognize odd signature readings at sensor range. Let us just say that not all of the modules you are equipped with are exactly, legal in this space. But please, do reach the Taurus wreckage eventually.
And now we're undercover, so we can't even really interact with our own stuff.
Autopilot disengaged. Empty space.
There's the jump gate.
Entering system. Getsufune. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged.
One thing you have to say is sometimes this game is very pretty. Object.
Unknown object.
Yep, that's a jump gate, alright.
Okay, everyone, listen up. We've got reports of increased Xenon activity in Savage Spur 2. As everyone is aware, this is the primary Xenon entry point into the region, and it's our duty to handle this situation. Our mission is to initiate a precision strike in order to divert their attention from our movements in Getsufune. Stay sharp.
Entering.
Be wary. There are terror pests in this sector. Won't get within their scanner range altogether. Best case, they kick you in. Worst case, they start shooting.
Entering Jupiter. Autopilot engaged.
Actually, I don't trust autopilot because it's going to do
Disengage.
stupid maneuvers while I can just use the spin maneuver.
Entering asteroid belt. Empty space.
Nope, wasn't able to bounce off the side.
transmission.
Command, I'm getting odd readings here. Shouldn't Gate Patrol have reported Xenon presence?
Negative. No Xenon incursion past the gate.
Might be a hiccup in that old program. I'll run sanity checks.
Unknown station. I think the gate's somewhere like up here. Oh, accelerator, not gate. So that is a gate they're researching if memory serves right.
Empty space. Jump gate. Empty space. Intercepting transmission.
Command, picking up signatures. Are there Xenon I should know about?
Negative.
Empty space. Autopilot engaged.
I might be getting Mars and Venus confused, so I think on Mars, the way to Venus is over here. At least we avoided the patrols.
Empty space.
Oop.
Autopilot disengaged.
That looks like it's an accelerator.
Unknown object. Entering Venus. Intercepting transmission.
Readings nominal. Whatever it was, it got lost in background noise. Tell the
Alright. Oh wow, the coffee isn't yet working. I was wondering why you were doing the Boron mission now. Totally misheard the big ship what the big ship was talking about. Yeah, I'm not doing the boron mission. I am doing the go find the terraforming technology mission.
And our scanners need a complete overhaul.
Because I did do the boron mission to a point. I need to finish it. But I wanted to get this particular ship.
Intercepting transmission.
Command, reporting signature readings in violation of Penal Code 2025 AGI Act. Still looking for the source. It can't be far.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
That looks like the accelerator there. It is a good ship. For
Intercepting transmission.
Command, reporting 2025 signature readings. Attempting to locate.
oh, that's the shipyard, not the accelerator. There we go.
Intercepting transmission.
Command, reporting 2025 signature readings. Still looking for the source. It can't be far.
And there's an autosave. That's a lot of ships on the readouts.
Cover deactivated. Intercepting transmission.
Command, reporting 2025 signature readings. Attempting to locate. Some excuse for a pilot, you are.
Well, cover is blown, but I want to get it where I have on the map what we're going for. Which is this guy.
Behold, this minuscule shard of Terran hubris. We will excavate your secrets and leave more acquainted with the technology of the terraformers.
Makes me wonder if I might be able to not have to
I
leave.
wonder if they're still capable of their ancient deeds.
Destination reached.
Ah,
Analyze
I don't have to
voice
leave.
wreckage. Mapping possible entries. Command rejected. Boost aborted. Mapping completed. Possible entry confirmed. Awaiting breach.
Oh, your colleague is requesting your assistance. Enter the structure in your spacesuit and try to open the door to let you both in.
Freya.
monsters evasive. The switches are sturdy enough to handle most kinds of abuse.
Awaiting pilot.
Your colleague seems impressively capable in some ways, but she does not seem to trust in her own piloting skills.
Weapons operational.
Do not worry about that door. You will find another way out after collecting the data.
Awaiting breach. Array up. Command rejected. Boost aborted.
Funny part is you didn't abort it when I did it.
Oh, there seems to be an airlock in place. Oh, that means another maintenance job for you. There should be service tunnels to get you to the other side of that door.
Do-do-do-do.
Manually overriding those doors is a tedious endeavor, but you get there.
Whee!
Awaiting pilot.
Do not leave your colleague behind. You are both mission critical.
Welcome to Taurus Eternal segment number 34. Subsegment storage. Requesting identification and wear transfer permit.
Hello, zero sum outcomes. And how's your evening, or actually, how is your time zone doing? It is 11 o'clock here. But yeah, I caught myself because it's like, I do have a lot of people in Germany and Australia who watch me, and it is not that time there.
This is a restricted area under the Terran Protection Act. Requesting identification.
Docking granted.
You've been up all day working on a new exported game. I think I got all the mods tested and working properly. That's good. I'd help if I didn't accidentally put it in reverse when I stopped to read the chat.
Cover activated. Terran Protectorate. Welcome, pilot number 3. Awaiting breach. Weapons operational.
Requesting identification.
And how are you doing tonight, Mr. Bill? Enjoying the good lurk? I'm doing pretty good. Took me a while to test the 140. Yeah. That's a lot of mods.
Awaiting pilot.
Been reading a lot of Marvel fanfic.
You're in a hazardous area. Get out!
Intruder alert in section 3C.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know if you were there when I had the conversation about we finally worked out a schedule, so that way Creative and I will be collaborating 3 nights a week, and we'll be doing solo projects 4.
Identify.
He unfortunately has had no power the last time I talked to him. Something about a telephone pole caught fire, and it's gonna be a while before they fix it. Oh, thank you for paying attention and responding to chat. Yeah, I try to pay attention. I think interacting with chat is half the fun of streaming.
Welcome, pilot number 3. Danger. Hazardous region detected.
I enjoy the conversations with Bill.
Operational.
Oh, you've reached the hub for transferring ships to various parts of the Taurus. There should be controls to open the correct door.
Cool, that allows you to go off and play other games. It doesn't.
Attention.
Yeah.
Suspending all ship traffic at main hub.
I mean, like, this game is a great example. I got both creative and magic into this game, but then we couldn't do it together, and it made it really hard to play it.
Security indisposed.
Affirmative.
Requesting waiting time estimate.
Indefinitely.
Requesting hub obstruction time estimate.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, Bill is a regular, and Bill makes it very validating, to be honest. Like, there's always times I wonder, am I doing the right thing, or am I just being an idiot? And regardless, at least Bill seems to be enjoying what I do, so I must be doing something right. Might not be what I think is right, but Bill's entertained. He keeps coming back and helps me when I have technical issues, which I definitely appreciate. See how many times it takes me to get this set up right.
The way back. We did not acquire any information on the terraformers yet. Splendid.
Yes, and you get my references, which is very nice. Especially when I'll make the references and it just goes straight over Magic and Creative's head, and Bill's laughing. It's like, okay, he gets it. I feel bad.
Docking granted. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate. Welcome, pilot number 3. Command rejected. Boost aborted.
You say that, but it very much looked like you let me boost.
Attention intruders. You are under arrest for trespass as defined by the Terran Protection Act. You are advised to remain at your current location.
I enjoy it
Do not
when
proceed.
people get
You
and
have
laugh at
been
my
warned.
jokes.
Oh, that sounds ominous. Proceed with caution.
Awaiting breach. Proximity alert. Hostiles detected.
Alright, here we go.
Enacting security protocols.
The turrets are consuming ore-emitting energy in this storage unit. You will not be able to open the next door until all turrets are taken down, huh?
That didn't go as planned, but we're still alive. Let's try this again. I don't remember them all having a target on me. Okay, there we go.
Turret.
There we go. That's more what I expected it to be.
Awaiting breach.
Oh, that was for the door, not that there was a turret there. Okay. Oh yes, this section.
We are approaching the location where your colleague can interface with the Taurus' archives. Now you'll have to interact with the switches to release the file transfer. Activate all switches to grant your colleague access.
Moreya. Cover deactivated.
Alright, let's see here. Who had... work for me somewhere else? Bright Ideas Manager. Speaking of Bright Idea, how are you looking? Alright, so you just have the storage done. Still waiting on everything else. But it should be when the Hyperion gets there. Buy me a medium miner. Alright, and then we'll get back to this. Alright. Now let's see if I can remember how to do this.
Activated switch. 6. Affected switch. 5. Storage reserved. Transferring data.
Pay attention to the outcome of your interactions. The switches
3. Affected switch. 4. Data transfer resumed. Data transfer paused.
You are not authorized. Booting firewall.
Oh, the security system's doing so sad. Continue on looking to override it.
Activated switch. 2. Affected switches. 1. 3. Data transfer paused.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 7. Affected switch. 8.
This might sound unintuitive, but it may be necessary to undo an activation in order to solve the pattern.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Deactivated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Wouldn't be so bad if the repair tool had a much better range, so you wouldn't have to fly around as bad.
Activated switch. 4. Affected switch. 5.
Access denied. Identified.
Officer Frank Tunnel. ID 370.
Welcome, Officer Tunnel.
Magic repair wand.
Deactivated switch. 3. Affected switch. 4.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 6. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 4. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Deactivated switch. 5. Affected
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 3. Affected switch. 4.
Access denied. Identify.
Admiral Mia Hardman. ID 661.
Welcome, Admiral Hardman.
Deactivated switch. 8. Affected switches. 6. 7.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Deactivated switch. 2. Affected switches. 1. 3.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 6. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 3. Affected switch. 4.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Deactivated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4.
Access denied. Identify.
Colonel Björk Rodrigo. ID 758.
Welcome, Colonel Rodrigo.
Deactivated switch. 4. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Deactivated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Deactivated switch. 4. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4.
Access denied. Identify.
Colonel Björk Rodrigo. ID 758.
Welcome, Colonel Rodrigo.
Activated switch. 6. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 1. Affected switch. 2.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 8. Affected switches. 6. 7.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Okay, this is where it's not fair. Can I do it through that little hole? This is when it's not fair, because all I have to do is hit that, and then it opens both of those, but...
Deactivated switch. 4. Affected switch. 5.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 6. Affected switch. 5.
Access denied. Identified.
Officer Frank Tunnel.
There we go.
370.
Welcome, Officer Tunnel.
Activated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4. All switches active. Data transfer resumed. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate.
Actually, why I'm in here.
Welcome, pilot number 3.
Let's heal the ship, just in case.
Data transfer completed.
Archives breached. Initiating data corruption.
We have what we came for. Let us get out of here.
Capoeira. Command rejected. Boost aborted. Command rejected. Boost aborted.
Oh, you got out of there. I was already wondering about possible malfunctions. Did the data transfer go through?
Requested data has been allocated.
We are at the rendezvous point and ready for transfer.
Oh, splendid. Deliver the data to this location before any pests get to you. Eh? And that will conclude my part in our cooperation. Both of you have been quite adequate assistants. And I expect that both of you will work together to properly conclude our project. The best of luck, and farewell.
Alright. Now we got the geometric owl. Oh, I'm still considered the cover, so I can't command my ships, but let's finish this so that way we can start doing things.
Autopilot. Disengage. Docking granted.
We don't have the docking computer 2 yet. There we go.
Cover deactivated.
We've got you.
Transferring data. Data transfer completed.
At last, we will be able to terraform. It will take a while to decrypt, examine, and integrate this latest treasure into our existing research on terraforming. It could take years, maybe even decades.
Years? Decades? Greetings, Chief Scientist. I I am immensely sorry to intrude and interrupt, but please bear with me. I have a couple of algorithms to help approach a solution to your problem.
You have what?
The integration of the newly obtained data into your existing research on terraforming is complete.
You've done what? I can't believe it. It's all there. We have the results for our research. With this, we can immediately put Project Genesis into execution. Gaian prophecy will be terraformed. Thank you, Boron. With the new technology, we can make a proper attempt to terraform some of the planets and give our people a homeworld. You've played a big role in this, and for that, we are grateful. The same data, they are getting a copy. They're interested in Xenon behavior, and believe that understanding the original terraforming technology will help them understand the Xenon better. We'll leave it with the Boron. That is the least we can do after he fast-tracked all of our terraforming research.
You should ask the Xenon to terraform. It's what they were built for, after all. Yeah.
His classification as a criminal might have been an exaggeration. At the very least, he did seem eager to get this situation resolved without any hostility. We now have access to rather advanced terraforming project. That will be required to undo some of the terraforming damage inflicted by the Xenon on Sagaris. I still can't believe that we're about to achieve what we first set out to do. At last, our people will have a homeworld. Again, great thanks to you for the part you played in this. Farewell, friend.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we have this Xenon threat that came about this technology. Let's go down that technology again.
Assistant, I still have the terraforming data we worked so hard to obtain and assemble. We too now have the knowledge to implement new, exciting terraforming projects.
Especially when it's like, oh, it's going to take us decades to understand this, and then you have someone else go, oh, here's the answers. That's how you got into the Xenon situation in the first place, is you just jumped into it.
Moreya.
Alright.
Mission achieved. Establishing long-distance uplink to Kuro Mankami. Transferring Expedition AI Core Mark 7. Farewell, Pilot Number 3.
Actually, no. Knowledge without wisdom is like chimps playing with nuclear bombs. Yep. Local mining. Go for Holy Vision. Confirm. You would think every race would hate Terrans. They're responsible for so much misery and death from their creation. Yeah, yeah. And then then you have the whole Terran attitude, which should not help.
Entering the moon. Autopilot engaged.
Alrighty, let's see how things are going here. How are you looking? Oh, you're built. Everything's good. This is a Terran bias. You don't know how what the other races have done. Mod idea: at the start of game, every race is impermanent. Alright, Alright, so Odysseus. Are you fully staffed? Mostly.
Entering Venus.
We want the Hyperion. We have more money, so let's go get more troops. You can hold a lot more Marines. Okay.
Terran security to nearby patrols. We have a vessel in violation of secure space restrictions. You are cleared to engage.
Oh, what the heck? Where'd the...
Engaged.
I didn't hear it disengage. Huh.
Entering Mars.
So, we are currently making logistics. So it's currently making energy cells, which is good. When that one gets built, we'll redirect some of our miners to start.
Terran security to Talani vessel. You are approaching Terran restricted space. Please divert your course.
This is Talani Trader Lucrative Investments to Terran Patrol.
And sadly, we can't board lucrative investment. It has a crew of one.
Not interested. We insist that you divert your course.
But it won't let you board it.
But we can surely achieve mutual benefit from...
Negative. We demand that you change course immediately.
Terran security, we have a vessel in
We order you
violation
to change
of
your
secure
course
space
immediately, or
restrictions.
we will be obliged.
You are cleared to...
Okay. Changing course. The unrealized profits from this unfortunate loss of opportunity are split equally between each of us.
Entering system. Getsofune. Autopilot. Engaged.
I need to play with the mods that allow you to actually get on good terms with the Xenon. Like, do missions for them and get on good terms. There's something that I just find satisfying in the idea that
Oh yeah, we've been at war for these people for years. Well, did you try to talk to them and like negotiate with them? Oh no, you didn't? Okay. I'm just going to trade with them enough that they're like, "Oh, never mind. We'll stop fighting." Okay. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a gas miner. It's a shame I'm not there. Hopefully it won't be the last gas miner, because that would be go in, strip the engines, strip the weapons, and then have the Hyperion and Odysseus roll up to take it over. Instead, we're going to piss off these guys and steal their builder. Xenon have no use for trade. If you know anything about their purpose, you know their goal is to wipe out all sentient life. When they complete their goal, then they self-terminate. Yeah, I know. It's just the whole... Because they do build and have... They have their own economy. And I also joke that, the reason they want to wipe out all sentient life is they've spent 5 minutes on the internet. I mean, it's what happened with Ultron.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Yes.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Of course, the real reason to make it where you can be friends with them is so that way you can gain access to their economy. Of course, I'm the one who kind of likes to do all of them, where it's like, no, just because I have access to the simple Xenon or Terran, I build the whole vertical integration, so it doesn't matter.
Entering system. Morningstar.
That looks like it is the Odysseus? Which one are you?
Odysseus.
Yep, that is
Vanguard.
the Odysseus. Who is the faction? People always want to pilot their ship.
Entering system.
They fail to
Heretics
realize
end.
Xenon ships have no bridges, hallways, or anything. Yes. Although I think the problem on why people struggle with that is there are Xenon ships that you can capture, and they do have bridges, which, to be honest, always had me go, huh? Of course, I like how people have pointed out that they totally designed the Xenon and the Cock completely wrong. The Xenon should be the nice pyramid, sharp edges design, and the Cock should be the ones that look like bugs.
Mammoth. Sentinel.
Oh boy, you have a lot of crew.
Let's go look at how many crew this guy has.
Scan away.
That's a more reasonable number. It's still going to be high, but... Okay. Let's see what you got, Mr. Builder. You have 5 plasma turrets. A lot of flares, but that doesn't matter. What's your crew? Ooh. You have a fairly decent Marine. 2 fairly decent Marines. I'll probably go through a lot, but it's not like you're going to go anywhere.
Engine.
Alright. Where is the Hyperion, real quickly? Alright, Hyperion is on his way.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
Engine.
Alright.
Mammoth. Sentinel.
Alright. Where are those nasty little turrets? There we go. And this is why I like the geometric owl. One, it's got 4 turrets, but it also has some, it comes with burst rays. Alrighty. Now that that's done, we go Hyperion, Odysseus, and Owl. Board the ship. Send all your Marines. Send all your Marines, and I want you to just maintain your distance. So one of the things I've been toying with thinking about, but I've never actually done, is, if I remember correctly, boarding or bailing rules actually still apply to large and extra large ships. It's just impractical. But if you did, you could take the shields down and get the hull down and just keep pecking it and forcing them to bail until you get down to one crew member, and then you could board. So, in theory, like the one ship that had 100 and something crew that I'm like, that's too many crew members, you could disable it, use something like the Hyperion to knock it down to low levels of shields and 70% hull, and then just keep pecking at it until you're down to one crew member. I've never done it on a large ship, but I believe you are capable of doing it. It would take a very long time, but because like at 100, I don't remember, I think it was 130, let's just round it to 150. Sounds like it would drag out the battle quite a bit. Yeah, in fact, I was just going to say, let's say you have 150. Even if you rolled 100% bail every opportunity, you can only have them bail every 30 seconds, which means you can only get 6 crew to bail out per minute. You're still looking at a really drawn-out battle. Are you going to get in and launch yet? I mean... And here comes the Hyperion. That's a weird entry vector, Hyperion, I will say. This is where I think it would be slightly fun to actually have like a co-op of like 2 to 4 people. Or trickle it with the lasers the whole time. Some will bail. Yeah. I might toy with that idea when I finally get a support ship to do free repair. Because that's where I kind of like this strategy of the hull is barely scratched. Yeah, all the surface elements are toasty, but a service crew can repair all the surface elements, especially with repair drones. Can your ships auto-ballot? Or can your ships auto-battle? Could you surround a ship? Yes! And in fact, we will... now, mind you, it's midnight, so I'm probably going to, after we make this boarding attempt, whether it succeeds or fail, we'll call it for the night, which is going to take a while. But we will probably get Xenon incursions where we will, in fact, have the ships do auto battle, and we'll see an actual space battle.
Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Contact. Make...
Alright, everybody's on, so now we just can watch. We have an attack strength of a 913. They have defending strength of 319, which, given they have one or two very strong Marines. I'm actually surprised it's that low. We have our first casualty. We have 3 more casualties. I kind of wish they would have, like, their casualties over here. Which, you and you can leave the battle. If you could just equip ships with the lasers to tickle them, then you could create a yes! Alright. Oh.
Engine.
And you don't actually have to blow up the engine, you just have to have it below 30% hull, but they do repair it kind of quickly. Especially when they have repair drones. Alright, so we have taken... Oh, we must have killed their Marines. Yep, we killed their Marines, so it's just their service crew left.
Mama. Sentinel.
So we may actually be able to take this. We have 34 casualties.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission.
Engine. Sonra, Vanguard. Mama, Sentinel. Engine.
Stream elements have a count of 815 to, let's see here. I know I saw Imp in the Flask earlier. Let's see here. To Imp in the Flask, 894. So Imp in the Flask is winning. Should always be Imp in the Flask, but Stream Elements sometimes doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Alright, so yeah, we're doing good. We did lose a few more recruits, and we just lost another one. But we're now at 50 to 44, so.
Sonra, Vanguard. Mama, Sonra, Vanguard. Engine. Genre. Vanguard.
I don't want the...
Engine.
There we go. That's what I want to see.
Mammoth. Scent engine.
8%. Alright, so they're focusing on
engine.
this one.
We're taking hits.
Mammoth. Sentinel.
I am half tempted to even let the engines get repaired because at this point, I think if they're run, it's not going to do much. They got 31 people left to our 46. They have 30 to our 46. So I think we're not going to have to worry about us losing. And if they want to repair the engines, I'm going to let them repair the engines.
Mammoth. Sentinel.
Because the more... Let the enemy repair the ship that we're taking over instead of scuttling it. We have lost roughly half of our Marines in this, but they were very inexperienced Marines. It will probably be something I will work on throughout this playthrough of getting better and better Marines. But this is getting us start. This will get us some good startup capital to get more stuff going. Because when we do capture it, we are going to strip this thing down to its base components. We are going to sell it and use that money to start building our empire. Because the Seven Dwarfs mining outpost needs mining chips. And we need to do the research so I can start using EMPs to get blueprints to start building the factories to make our equipment. At least I did what my title said. We did some station building. We even got one of the stations completed. And now we're doing some ship pirating. 12 defending crew to our 39 attacking. 50 casualties on our part. Currently they have 60 casualties. Nine. Promises made, promises kept. When are you running for office? See, the problem with that whole concept of that's when I'm able to run solo, I'm able to keep my promises. If I was running with creative and magic, I doubt I would be able to keep the promises because I'd be too busy running after them. How often on stationeers am I like, alright, I have my plan for today, I'm going to work on A, then B, then C, I start working on A, and then all of a sudden I have to stop to help address magic's problems. Alright, we got ourselves the ship. Let's see where it ended up. Oh, it didn't even leave the system. Alright, who's the worst Marine? You're the worst Marine. You're getting promoted to captain. Then everybody else is transferring back to the Odysseus. Odysseus, you need to go restock.
The issue is the issue there is you are not finding your help with magic into the equation. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I am not arguing that concept at one bit. The problem is, how would you even go about trying to plan for that? Oh, I was looking at the wrong number. Confirm. Alright. So, we want the mammoth. We want the mammoth to actually come here. Upgrade the ship. Strip it down. Strip it down. Strip it down. And that will give us 6.6 million. Once it happens. We got our 2 miners mining and making us money down here in Holy Vision. And how's your building coming on? You need hull parts. Okay. But you have the storage, so we can... we need to wait for that to be sold. We can actually start doing the research now, because now we have a storage, so we can actually, yeah. I think this is a very good place to leave it, because we are making good progress. Oh, I don't have a pilot. That's why. Yeah, have a good evening, Mr. Bill. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Breath of the Wild, if my memory serves right.
Sir.
So, thank you all for watching, and I will be back tomorrow.